This here I'm to. This is the cause, sacred geometry, maths, and the consciousness. Hello, everybody. My name is Nirākār, and we are talking on the spiritual channel. And our today's question is the cause of sacred geometry, maths, and consciousness. How the geometry is formed? What are the fundamental causes which allows which allow this geometry to be formed within the creation of the universe? How consciousness plays its part? How fundamental eternity or the fundamental uh, eternal intelligence plays its part? How the divine Shiva or his visions or his transformations, at what angle it is described. So to know this, there are so many much more questions which cannot be taken right now, but would be available in the description box. So without wasting time, let us start our session. So the cause, the sacred geometry, maths, and consciousness. The fundamental questions come here: how does the geometry reveal the divine order, and how are the mathematical patterns get away or the gateways to the consciousness? So here is the fundamental one of the pictures that would be explaining all the reasons of the origin. And before that, now let us start from the first moment, that is zero to Shiva or the fundamental reverse order. Here, when you or the observer move in the reverse order from the human body to the Shivatva or the fundamental singularity or the Brahma Tattva or his eternal light singularity form, we travel within zero. So how does that travel? Our observation from the uh, outer world to our Ajna chakra, and from Ajna chakra to the deep within the body, uh, uh, circles transform into a light particle, a light dot, a light beam, which travels in the upward direction. So in relativity, we are in the upright or up down uh, position with respect to the unity. In this event, one thing will happen, that is you as the fundamental observer will observe yourself as a soul, as a dot from behind the light. Okay, you will be downward and the light will be in the upward direction. Okay, so you would be the positional observation behind that of your own self. Okay, so this is a situation where you are moving ahead, but your observational point is still behind you. Okay, so the point is reached when the fundamental singularity is attained. And now what happens after a certain slowing down, the moment of absolute arises. Now this is the moment when the time is uh, t equals to 0, and now your observational position, you and your observational position are at same place. The truth is realized at this position. It is realized that you as your own self does not exist, and you and your position and your place is the reflection of the fundamental observer, the eternal observer, or the Shiva, or you are the reflection of Shiva. Time stands still, everything stands still. The moment thus is of fundamental truth. Thus one of the quality of the eternity here is achieved and known, and that is the fundamental state of being truth. Thus the absolute truth is realized at this moment. Thus it becomes eternal, and because of that eternal being into that moment, everybody or every human existence that would ever exist in time would have the ability to come into this moment of time. Thus everybody in the universe, no matter who or she is, he or they are, or and or what you know what time of the existence within the universe they exist, uh, far from the galaxies, all will have this opportunity to have the experience of self-realization. This is the moment which is also known as the moment of self-realization or Ātma Gyan. Okay. Now the third moment, if there is no other question or desire other uh, then the Jivatma or that soul or that reflection of that Shiva will return back. Uh, Sorry, if there is no other question and any desire remaining, okay, any desires, if there is still remaining, or any karmic goal or karmic resultant is still remaining, then the soul or the Jivatma or you as the reflection of God would again return to the creation. Or uh, why and this moment is also the moment of granting the boon from that eternal God. Why? Because you know that from within the moment of truth that you do not exist as you. There is no I in us. There is no I in any observation. The fundamental observation is the observation of the fundamental observer. That means that of God. We are the reflection of God, and we are nothing in terms of I or intelligence or existence. We are just a mere reflection of light. So thus any will be in within this movement would become the or will be stated and will be realized as the will of God. Thus, if there is a will of God, it will it will always be realized. The boon will always be granted. Now, next in the next moment, if there is a question of knowing, and if uh, uh, there is an opportunity or there is a will of God to shine the light on the universe, to allow the universe to flow into the higher dimension, or in simple words, to help humanity to have the avatar, or to grant the wisdom, to grant the sun, or to shed light, to grant whatever good thing, if for any goodness or for all the goodness, if Shiva wants, or the eternal God or that eternal condition wants to reflect his light, the question would be asked, or the same question is asked by the Gyan yogis, or the Gyan yoga is now being represented or realized. Now, what would be the question? The question will be that who are you to the God? The eternal observation is asking, and who are you by your form, and how you exist, and how is whole this universe exist. It's like person when reaching the God, and suffering from all the birth and karmic cycles, wants to know why this happened to me, and why this is whatever is happening all around the world is happening. So at this time, and why and how you exist, why you don't interfere, why you interfere, whatever, all why, all what, all whom, whose, all the questions of the existence would come to the mind, and the solution would that be granted. How? Next comes the motion. How you go inside, you realize now the fundamental the observation as the first reflection of the creation would be at 45 degrees in the middle with respect to the truth, or you can say you are at his first resultant position as the observation of that fundamental observer. As you are zero, thus resultant is equality. That is, you are equally away from all the directions, because you are already into zero. So no matrix would no exist. There is no far, there is no up, down, directions, whatever. Next is motion. You move towards within him, within that eternal entity, or within that Brahma form of the Shiva. So within him, when you go inside, you realize that this position is the position of no desire. It is eternal position. Thus, it is Param Satya, and a Paramanand is realized in that moment. This 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 moment, this condition, this occupancy is that of the Paramanand, the fundamental happiness or the eternal happiness, the infinite happiness of which every human or existential entity is in need of. Every soul is searching this happiness. So this is the fundamental position, and this is the fundamental realization of that Paramananda. Then you return back to the resultant position. The motion is 45-degree to the bottom, and you merge into the Shiva. That is, with respect to this slide, you can say that you are in form of a Deepak or the candle, and you are in the middle of the nothingness, far away, at the equality from the Shivatva, and with relativity to the bottom, you are at 45 degrees, and you would go downwards into the 45 degrees to become the feet, or there is no feet and nothing else, but still towards the bottomness of that eternal lightful infinite existence of light. Now the divine geometry starts. This is the moment from where the divine geometry start, or the rules of the divine geometry start. When you reach that moment, okay, when you reach this moment, uh, the position is inside. You realize that it is the fundamental speed. This is the location of the Paramgati, or you are the Paramgati, or the fundamental speed, or the speed of light. And this situation, this all occurrence is perpendicular up, moving infinitely, converging from the top, and sorry, diverging from the top and converging from the bottom. The light is transforming. uh, the light's speed of light is fundamentally still increasing and increasing to the more fundamental speed of lights, and it creates an eternal cycle of infinities, and thus there is no form. Therefore it is also known as Nirākār, or Parabrahma, or the Nirākār form of the creation, or the Nirākār form of God, or Shiva. Now second is, you move outside, the observation moves outside, the reflection moves outside, or simply you move outside. Now this position is the perpendicular downward position. And where would be this? There was nothing. So this would be into the nothingness. So it is realized at this moment that infinite dots of resultant from that that formed uh, that is formed in the form of stars or Jivatma is being realized. This is also realized as the Virāt Swaroop, and or the Swaroop of Mahākāli, or the Darshan of Mahākāli, or the Rudra Swaroop of the uh, Shiva. Now this is in the relative side of the truth, or the relativity of the positional Brahma. It is it is relatively downwards, in the downward direction. Okay, if you take this creation, or whatever creation, if you want to assume it as a truth, then it can be summed as the upper direction, and the fundamental truth, or the fundamental light, or the fundamental Satya, or Shivatva, or the Brahma Tattva would be in the opposite direction. Okay, this is also Adi image, or the Adi and the Anant image. There are many names of uh, this form. Now then comes the third motion, the third divine geometry, or the cause of the third position, which will cause the divine geometry, or the geometry of every creation. So that would be where, that would be the horizontal infinity, a parallel creation, a duality condition of duality, a ray of light till the infinity, right? An observing self into a zero, a light as the observation's self traveling into the infiniteness, into the zeroness, moving infinitely away with the infinite speed, where nowhere till still going into the infiniteness of the fundamental zeros and the fundamentals of that unity of the that duality of the that parallel condition. This is also uh, the darshan of Ardhanārīshwara. Okay, so in this image, these are the fundamental positions. So first is Satya. Therefore, it is also second is upward. Sorry, first is upward. Second is relatively downward, perpendicular downward. So this is Tamas. This is the object of Satya. Therefore, relativity we can call it false. But in terms of creation, it would be it would be truth. Like we consider our life, we consider this creation as a truth. But in that sense of the reality or the fundamental truth, there is no creation. It is just a dream. Now, third is the uh, state between the all the truth and false, and all the between all the satya and asatya, all the truth and false, and all the between all the creations and non-creations, all the causes and all the results, all the questions and all the answers, a parallelity. Okay, so therefore it is also termed as the uh, rajas quality. So we have now three qualities: rajas, tamas, and satya. Now it is seen now this because of these three qualities, the fundamental geometry, the fundamental assembly, these are the stable state, these are the fundamental three states of singularities, these are the fundamental three states of the divine force, these are the three Sanatan states, or I'm sorry, these are the three fundamental avatars form of the Shiva. Now it is we need to know that till now the creation is not been done. These are the representative the images are almost 99% correct if uh, if you are one of the loved person of the god. He will show you his his reality in these forms. Now what would happen? Now we would be moving towards the divine geometry and the divine creation of the world. Now these are the condition of uh, the conditions before the origin, or the condition of the origin before the creation of universe. So it is seen that from relative motion of the fundamental truth, that is the bottom of the truth towards the singularity above, the upward perpendicular to the perpendicular downward, and then to the rajas or the Ardhanārīshwara or the parallel eternal point. So one by one, incremental cyclic what a motion would be uh, taken from that light, that consciousness that would start from Satya. Okay, so in other words, the fundamental light, the fundamental intelligence, or the fundamental creation, or the first light, uh, taking the three qualities of Satya, Tamas, and Rajas, would have an incremental cycle or the time cycle forming the creation. So this is what represented here. So as the images is represented, but if you see in this slide, the second image on or the downward image which shows the the image of between two planes of day and night. This is the exact image. This is the exact calculation, and this is the exact almost not almost. These are the exact the ratios in which the creation would create the universe, no matter where it is, no matter where they are, no matter what is the speed of light, or what farther away the universe is, or if the speed of fundamental speed of light of XYZ universe is other than the speed of light which is in our universe, it does not, it will not matter. It will not matter who is, what type of human or what type of entities or what type of world is being formed, because it's been calculated, and the calculation is also represented as within the research paper published in 2014, 150 theory of everything, and it's all been calculated from that. So this is the fundamental geometry. The second image is the fundamental divine geometry that would encircle or that would create the flow of exact flow of universe, a triangular flow of creation or triangular flow of universe. Today we have seen the cause of creation, and in the next chapter and the next episode we would see the resultant of the cause of the creations. I hope you would like it. Please subscribe it the channel as much as possible, and share these Brahma Sutras and the fundamental, these are this information is very, 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 very rare to be known, and very rare to be realized, even hard to realize. So I hope it would help you and all human on the planet for their divine spiritual path, as well as for the technological growth of the nation or that of world. Please subscribe and please share as much as possible. Thank you. Jai Sri Ram.